Good morning, departure Vision 379, Juliet Mike 1.5 for 3,000 and the turn to 090.
379 Juliet Mike, turn right heading 140.
Right turn 140, Juliet Mike.
379 Juliet Mike, turn right heading 180.
Right turn 180, Juliet Mike. Clear for takeoff, runway 19, 379 Juliet Mike. Well, hey, appreciate you guys coming along on today's flight. Today's flight is starting out at John C. Toon Airport in Nashville here. We have a beautiful Generation 2 Vision jet that we're flying down. We're positioning the plane for a flight tomorrow. I'm the only one on board today, so my co-pilot seat is empty. But I think you've decided to come along on a pretty good flight today. It's 155 nautical miles.
Right turn Romeo 4.
And probably about 45 minutes of flight time. I believe we selected flight level 200 if I'm not mistaken. Should be a kind of an action-packed flight, being such a short one. We expect to get up into some weather conditions. Looked at PIREPs, we looked at for-flight weather briefing, and a bunch of other weather sources, and it looks like potentially some moderate turbulence along our route, and also potential icing conditions, so we'll kind of pay attention to that. We're limited on how high we can go today, simply because it's such a short flight, again, 155 nautical miles.
November 32, November Sierra, you clear to the Bravo Hotel Mike Airport via the John Toon 1 departure, Dennisville. Maintain 3,000. Expect flight level 200, 10 minutes out to departure. Departure speed 119.35, squawk 1576.
32 November Sierra, cleared to Birmingham as filed via the John Toon 1 departure 3,000, then flight level 200 in 10 minutes, departure 119.35, we'll squawk 1576, 32 November Sierra.
November 32 November Sierra, reback square.
Again, we expect some weather along the way, some turbulence and icing conditions potentially, so we'll be on the ball for that. And we'll see how it all goes. Appreciate you guys coming along on the flight today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell and you'll be the first to be notified when new video content is posted. Yeah, thank you enough for coming along on this video. All right, we're going to take off here on runway 20. It's a 6,001 foot runway. We require about 2,331 feet of takeoff distance today. If we have any abnormalities on the takeoff roll, we'll abort the takeoff immediately and come to a stop on the runway and evaluate the situation. If we have any abnormalities after liftoff, but below 1,100 feet MSL, we will look for a suitable landing site and land straight ahead. Above 1,100 feet, we'll be parachute eligible and be able to pull caps. If we make it up to about 2,500 or 2,600 feet of altitude and have an abnormality, we'll evaluate the situation, consider caps, try to make a turn back here and land. Again, flight time to Birmingham today is supposed to be about 45 minutes or so, 155 nautical miles in this beautiful Generation 2 Vision jet. It's an aircraft that's owned by a local Nashville owner. There is a video on the YouTube channel that kind of talks about the dry lease situation with this plane. Appreciate you guys coming along on the video today. We'll see what we get as we make our way to Birmingham. As I've previously discussed in other videos on the channel, it's very important that you follow a comprehensive pre-flight planning process, such as the 3P process. And of course, part of the regulatory requirements for any flight is to, for the pilot to possess all relevant information germane to the safe outcome of the flight. And part of that has to do with weather and also receiving briefing information. So obviously you can do that by telephone or you can do it online. But ForeFlight has a comprehensive briefing system, which works pretty well. And I did utilize it for this flight. And so that's when we were able to develop a better understanding of weather conditions along the way. So we have conditions kind of VFR into marginal VFR down in Birmingham today. Gusty wind conditions out of the south is what we expect about it on our arrival time. We decided to depart Nashville now versus later in the day.
Be making right, close traffic.
And that's simply because there's some thunderstorm activity coming in into
heading up to 3,000, yeah, traffic and safe, clear for takeoff.
the Birmingham area this afternoon, so we want to try to avoid that.
Vision Jet 32 November Sierra, fly the runway heading, maintain 3,000, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20, runway heading 3,000, 32 November Sierra.
That's a 22 Delta.
Right.
Traffic will be a Vision Jet departing prior to your arrival.
That approach is clear.
52, 22 Delta.
This would be a dynamic start. All right, there's runway center line. Takeoff power set and achieved. Airspeed is live. 70 knots continuing. Let's rotate. Positive, ready to climb.
Traffic in sight on the runway 52, 22 Delta.
Just a 22 Delta, roger.
Now we're just waiting for 115.
Continuing 52, 22 Delta.
It's a 22 Delta, runway 20, clear for the option.
Clear for the option.
Through 115, so bring flaps up.
Vision Jet 32 November Sierra, contact Nashville departure. Have a good flight.
Or departure, have a great one. Thanks, 32 November Sierra.
15,000.
15,000, General 1 Foxtrot. All right, MCT.
Air 734 Yankee Lima, radar service terminated, connect John Toon Tower, 1945, good day.
119.45, 734 Yankee Lima, thanks. Good afternoon, departure, Vision Jet 32 November Sierra, we're 2.4, climb to 3,000 of John Toon 1.
Air 32 November Sierra, Nashville, ident and maintain 15,000.
Up to 15,000, 32 November Sierra.
Air 291 Fox Tango, turn with thing 160.
160, General 1 Foxtrot Tango.
Air 32 November Sierra, radar contact 2.5 southwest of the John Toon Airport.
Position checks, 32 November Sierra. Looks good.
75,000 time, connect approach 124.75. Might have stepped on somebody. Southwest 5,005, connect approach 124.75.
2475, Southwest 5005.
All right, engines look good, tanks are balanced.
Bonanza 8402 November 7000.
Bonanza 8402 November, National approach rudder. Altimeter is 2987, turn 10 degrees right.
2987, 10 right.
Expect that heading for about probably 10 to 15 miles to get through the corridor.
No problem, 02 November.
All right, through 4,800. Next event's going to occur at about 10,000 feet. That's when we do another check of the engine information strip. We look at pressurization, make sure tanks are balanced, make sure everything's normal in our engine system, and that no CAS messages, and then we'll continue the climb. At that point, I switch the landing light off. But in the case of the Vision Jet, when the landing gear is retracted and the nose wheel retracts, it actually deactivates the landing light anyway. But I use it as a pilot technique for when I'm on an approach and I get clear to land. At the point I get clear to land, unless I'm in IMC, I will turn on the landing light. If I'm in IMC, then I turn on the landing light sooner.
32 November Sierra, fly heading 170.
170, heading 32 November Sierra.
I'm sorry, heading 190. I misspoke, 190.
All right, 190, 32 November Sierra. We got a pretty light aircraft today, so what I ended up doing was taking our flight level change, or our airspeed in the climb here, brought it up to about 186 knots. That's still giving us about 1,600 feet per minute, but gives us a faster ground speed, of course, so we'll get to our destination a little sooner. And again, we kind of preserve some energy as we continue to climb up into the higher altitudes. Again, we're only going up to flight level 200 today, but if we were going all the way up to 310 or 300, we like to keep that energy going in the lower altitudes and carry that energy into the climb phase itself.
291 Fox Tango, connecting at the center, 128.15.
Now we're going through 8,200 feet. Temperatures outside are 49
November
degrees.
Sierra, connecting at the center, 125.85. They'll have on course for you shortly.
All right, appreciate it. 2585, okay, with 32, November Sierra.
You as well.
128.15, Toyota 50.
Good afternoon, Memphis Center, Business Jet 32, November Sierra. We are 8.9, climbing to 15,000 on a heading of 190.
November 32, November Sierra, Memphis Center, climb and maintain flight level 200. I'll have on course in a couple minutes.
All right, flight level 20032, November Sierra.
All right. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. Looks like pressurization's good. Instruments look good. Tanks are balanced, relatively speaking. Everything looks normal. No cast messages continuing the climb, and the landline's going off. Next item on this climb checklist is going to be ice protection. I'm just going to leave it on the ice protection list right now, just pending any development of any icing as we get into the higher altitudes. It's 5 degrees Celsius outside, so if we were to enter any visible moisture, it would be considered icing conditions for the Vision Jet, so we would be using the appropriate engine ice protection system, as well as whatever else might be needed. Right now we don't have any ice developing and we're not into visible moisture, so we're just continuing the climb. Now an interesting thing is I'm now increasing our flight level change airspeed to 188 knots. And at 188 we're still making 1,850 or so feet per minute in the climb. It's going down a little bit, but that's okay. That airspeed gives us 193 knots across the ground and a true airspeed of 229 knots in the climb here. So doing pretty well. We're going through 12,400 feet now. And I'll roll this back down to say
November 32, November Sierra, clear direct to Knowles.
Direct Knowles, thanks. 32, November Sierra.
All right, Knowles is on our flight plan route. And it's a fix, and we're going to make a turn to, well, let's see, well, we're almost on course to Knowles already, so 189-ish. We're on a heading of 190 through ATC, so they're looking out for us. All right, 40 minutes flight time remaining, but we're still in the cruise. So we're in the climb. So once we get in the cruise, that amount of time will come down a little bit. So we'll start getting ready for our arrival. Remember, within an hour of the arrival time at a destination, you want to do the NART items. That's NOTAMs, airport information, runway characteristic information, and then brief your taxi instructions. So Birmingham is broadcasting winds 160 at 11 knots, gusting to 21. 10 miles of visibility. A few clouds at 2,400, a few clouds at 9,000, overcast 5,000. Temperature 21, and the local altimeter is going to be 2991. All right, looks good. And so we will pick up the airport information now.
Mile southwest, 148 feet AGL. Kaiser Stewart ramp closed. Mower vehicles right of runway 18 midfield. Advise on initial contact, you have golf. Birmingham information golf. 1653 observation, wind 160 at 11, gust 21, visibility 10. Few clouds 2,400, few clouds 9,000, ceiling 15,000, overcast, temperature 21, dew point 14, altimeter 2991. Simultaneous approach is in use. Expect ILS or visual approach runway 24 and RNAV or visual approach runway 18. NOTAMs runway 24 Pappy, high intensity out of service. Work in progress southwest of runway 24. Multiple cranes approximately 1 nautical mile southwest, 148 feet AGL. Kaiser Stewart ramp closed. Mower vehicles right of runway 18 midfield. Advise on initial contact, you have golf.
November 5 Golf Alpha, contact Nashville approach 119.35.
All right, come up on transition altitude.
Center, Transauto 216, 29.5, descending 24.
Transauto 216, Memphis Center, cross Chesney, at maintain 11,000. The Nashville altimeter 2986.
Cross Chesney at 11, Transauto 216.
Alrighty. Just some
November 2642 Alpha, change my frequency 135.
trace rhyme icing. Ambient temperature is minus 9C. Alrighty, flight level change, 600 feet a minute. We're through 19,400 feet, and so speed up for the last 600 feet of the climb using vertical speed.
November 42 Alpha, Tupelo, altimeter 2984, say your flight conditions.
All right, so brief the NOTAMs real quick. All right, good fuel conditions for runway
November 42 Alpha, Tupelo, altimeter
36 and
2984.
runway 6. Unfortunately, those aren't being used, but those are
Alpha, say your flight conditions.
555. Braking action is good, so that's good to know down there. All right, thrust lever set, icing protection is on, and we're starting to get a little bit of ice buildup.
Center, November 4246 goes back.
Pay attention to that.
About 20 degree to the right, just to stay a little north of some of that weather.
November 4246, Quebec deviations, left or right, of course, approved, direct to Olive Branch for naval and advice.
Memphis Center, 32 November Sierra, Anderson and Pirate.
32 November, sir, go ahead.
Hi, flight level 200, temps minus 13, light rime icing in the climb, and just light chop.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so now we leveled off at flight level 200. Our true air speed's 287 knots, ground speed's 265 knots. You're gonna get a little bit of trace rime icing on the wing boots, and just a little bit of frosting on the bottom edges of the windshield up here. So that's pretty good. Hopefully they'll give us the RNAV for runway 18.
November 32 November, sir, did you want to get a change your altitude for that icing?
No, it's just trace. We'll take it. Thank you, though.
Thank you.
So 160.
90 Memphis, South 2346, 11, 2 for 15 South.
Southwest 2346, second in.
Yes, ma'am.
Southwest 2346, Roger, Memphis Center, comment, maintain flight level 230.
Climb 230 South 2346.
November 32, November Sierra, contact Memphis Center, 120.8.
20.8, 32 November Sierra. Have a great one. Memphis Center, Vision Jet 32 November Sierra, flight level 200, just occasional light chop.
Number 32 November Sierra, Memphis Center, good afternoon. I believe that continues a little ways. Southwest climbing out of Birmingham said it was kind of choppy until it got to 15, and then it kind of settled down at 15 going up.
I appreciate it, thanks. And just trace RAM icing right now, minus 13.
Thanks.
All right, so let's get back on task here. So we plan for the RNAV runway 18. This is an LNAV approach. All right, so minimums are going to be 1200. All right, so now we're indicating 212 knots across indicated airspeed, and then true airspeed's 294 knots. Ground speed 271, 33 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the flight. All right, so we've got straight in minimums of 1,200 feet for the MDA, and looks like 1 mile. One mile it is. All right, looks like what everything's kind of falling into place here, so I'll shut the cameras off for now and pick things up in a little bit. Thanks a lot for watching. All right, everybody back with you. Got about 26 minutes of flight time remaining. We're just given a crossing restriction across the Knulls intersection at 11,000
level 430 over Bowling Green, Kentucky by citation. Flight RAM icing.
So we're going to set that up. We'll build it in the system here, 11,000. And we'll bug 11,000 feet. Hit the VNAV button here. So in about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, we'll start to make that descent to make Knulls at 11,000 feet. Alrighty. Let's turn on the wing boots for a minute. So as you can see, that works pretty good. speed. So the wing and stab IPS system in the Vision Jet is a 3-zone system.
Vertical track.
It gives us our 1 minute warning, so we built it correctly. Nice little bump there. And let's start slowing down. All right, good. Yeah, good. That was, if that turbulence was going to get any worse, we didn't want to be going through it at 100 or 210 knots rather. So slow down a little bit. Anyway, the wing stab IPS system is a 3-zone system. Works on basically 1 minute intervals, and it will basically inflate one of the 3 zones every 6 seconds. Begins with the rudder vaders, leading edge of the rudder vaders, or the horizontal stabilizers for 6 seconds. Then it will inflate the bottom section of the wing boots for about 6 seconds. And then it will inflate the upper section of the wing boots for 6 seconds. That's an 18-second cycle. And then it dwells for the remaining part of the minute, and then it will start again. And of course, you can start at any time and that you want, just by turning the wing stab IPS switch off and on. And essentially it uses bleed air from the icing protection bleed air port of the engine, and it basically inflates these boots in a timed interval to basically kind of remove or crack the ice that might be developing. It does a really nice job. Appreciate you guys joining me on these videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified when new video content is posted. Thank you so much for coming along and watching these videos. About a year or two ago, I really started getting interest in flying multi-engine aircrafts. I don't have much multi-engine time built up. So, believe it or not, I'm working on my multi-engine commercial rating as we speak. Hopefully we get a check ride around the middle to 3rd week of April, and hopefully everything goes well with that. It's a time of year where it's sometimes tough to get training flight days due to weather conditions and all, but we're going to try to pursue that multi-engine commercial rating and start flying other aircrafts as well. So anyway, we'll see how that goes, and I'll give you a recommendation, tell you a little bit more about the flight school I'm using as we proceed further and further in training. I will mention something that, just over a year ago or so, I wanted to do an accelerated multi-engine course, and I found that Diamond DA-42 TDI aircrafts are really nice for multi-engine training. Auto feathering props and a bunch of other features, Garmin avionics. And there are several schools across the country that provide DA-42 training, and but I found Midwest Corporate Air up in Bell Fountain, Ohio, and I went up there and I started the process of getting my commercial multi-engine rating back then. And I was flying professionally for a company based in the Nashville area, and some things came up, and I was forced to come back to Nashville without finishing my rating. So always meant to get back up there to finish it, but I just never found the opportunity and time with doing more and more of these Vision Jet trips. So yeah, in any case, I started the multi-engine training again, and
we'll say 5 to 8 minutes north.
We'll see how it all goes. So still looking good as far as ice conditions go. Looking good at making our crossing restriction at the Knowles intersection at 11,000. And looks like we've got about 20 minutes of flight time remaining. Yeah, we did hit a few nice bumps on the way down, and hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that on the way in, but been a nice flight, and I'm glad I've had the opportunity to bring you along with me. You picked a good day to come along and fly with me. Always need somebody to sit in the right seat, and today it's empty. So, in any case, ooh, that was a good one too. So, anyway, let's see. Make sure the seatbelt's good and tight. Anyway, you picked a good day to come along with me, so glad you came along on this video. We're going to turn the engine IPS off now. We're in a pretty clear air. Alrighty. So going to assume we're going to get runway 18. Let's hope for that. Anyway, that's a 7,099 foot by 150 runway. Good asphalt. 4 PAPI lights on the left side. Looks good. So, all right, looks good for runway 18, Millionaire FBO.
Executive 463 coming.
Millionaire FBO is going to be off to the left, so we'll probably roll out. See,
not for me, I've got you on the handoff to the next sector. Stand by.
Try to get off at Foxtrot, maybe.
November 32, November Sierra, contact Birmingham approach 127.67.
2767, 32, November Sierra. Have a great one. Birmingham approach, Jet 32, November Sierra, 111,000 at Knowles. With information Gulf. Want to get the RNAV for 18.
Number 32, November Sierra, Birmingham approach. Expect the RNAV runway 18 approach. Clear direct colleague.
All right, direct colleague for the RNAV 1832, November Sierra.
Eval 87, report cancellation. I have IFR in the air on the ground on this frequency. Change of frequency approved. Eval 87, IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR, finger change approved. Number 2, November Sierra, descend maintain 3,000.
Center maintain 3,000, 32, November Sierra.
All right. Got to slow way down here.
Foxtrot, airport side.
Number 4, Sierra Foxtrot, roger. Cleared view approach runway 24, and what were the bases?
Oh, I'm going to guess they were about 7,000 feet.
Number 4, Sierra Foxtrot, roger, thank you.
So this descent rate works for a colleague about...
Birmingham Information Hotels, current altimeter 29er, 89er.
Center Brickyard 4270 is on a 14.6 for 11 at diode.
Brickyard 4270, Birmingham approach. Expect ILS runway 24 approach. Descend maintain 4,000.
4,000, expect ILS 24, Brickyard 4270.
Number 32, November Sierra, cross colleague at or above 3,000, cleared straight in on runway 18 approach.
Cross colleague at 3,000 or above, clear straight in, RNAV 1832, November Sierra.
Looks good.
Number 2, November Sierra, maintain present speed or greater till the final approach fix.
All right, thanks, present speed or greater. Did you get the pi reps for moderate turbulence between 11,000 and 15,000?
Between 11 and 15, thank you.
All right, 6,000 for 3,000 at colleague. All right, speed checks.
Attention, aircraft has weather information collected submit 71 Central and 72 Central for thunderstorms and tornadoes, very long flight service frequencies.
All right, next altitude is going to be 2600.
Flightjet 405, Birmingham departure rate of contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn left direct Cheehaw.
Our approach fix is Baskin at 23.
Number 32 November Sierra, contact tower 119.9er.
199, 32 Sierra, go.
933 Mike Sierra, wind 150 at 4, runway 24 at Hotel 4, clear for takeoff.
All right, clear to go, Hotel 424. 933 Mike Sierra.
2300 for that one. That's a Bippy.
Birmingham Tower, 32 November Sierra, inbound on 18 inside of Bippy.
32 November Sierra, Birmingham Tower, wind 140 at 5, runway 18, clear to land.
18 clear to land, 32 November Sierra.
All right, 2 miles outside, speed checks, gear coming down.
Envoy 3401, Birmingham Tower, wind 150 at 5, runway 24, clear for takeoff, traffic 4 mile final, runway 18 is a Vision Jet.
Clear for takeoff 24, Envoy 3401, look for traffic.
And with the bug 3800, with the missed approach. Glide path is coupled. Looks good. Air flaps coming in.
Aircraft 4270,
3 green, pressurization is good, fully configured, clear to land, lights on.
24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, Brickyard 427.
Envoy 3401, contact departure.
Minimums.
Departure, Envoy 3401, see you.
Good day.
500.
All right, 3 green, pressurization is good, fully configured, clear to land. Speed's good. All right, visual. Just a little bit of left rudder. All right, Proby it off.
32 November Sierra, left turn Foxtrot, taxi to the ramp and monitor ground.
Left on Foxtrot, taxi to the ramp, monitor ground, thanks, 32 November Sierra.
Good day.
Monitor ground. Really appreciate you guys coming along on the flight today. It was sort of action-packed, if you ask me. Nice little 45-minute flight or so. 155 nautical miles from Nashville into Birmingham International here in Birmingham, Alabama. We're heading over to Billionaire FBO and putting the plane up for the night. Got some bad weather coming in and an early start in the morning. But thanks a lot for coming along on this video, and until next time, safe flying, and we'll see you on the next one.
Brickyard 4270, left turn when able, takes the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground.
I'm making left turn Alpha, monitor ground, Brickyard 4270.
Trims are good. CS is disabled. Martian master off.
I really appreciate you watching the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos. Also, click on the notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified when new videos are posted. I can't thank you enough for taking the time to send your emails, comments, and feedback. My goal is to provide even better content for you as we continue to grow the channel. Until next time, safe flying, and we'll see you on the next flight.